Hello my loves, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Kate and I share all things health and wellness to support you on your healing journey. And today I wanted to share with you some of my favorite summer wellness things that I've been enjoying this summer. And I will say not all of these things are like wellness specific. It's more so just things I'm enjoying as a wellness / spiritual girly. And also I will add, none of this is sponsored, so you know if I'm sharing it, it's something I like genuinely enjoy and would recommend to a friend. I feel like this summer for me has really been about relaxing, slowing down, and focusing on like rejuvenating and pouring into myself instead of just like doing more and like just being go, go, go and like doing all of these things and trying to do the most that I can. I'm like really focusing on slowing down, resting and relaxing. So a lot of these things are going to be related to that. I'm in my soft girl summer era. So let's start with some skincare things. I've been using this brand for a while, their cleanser, their oil cleanser and their like regular cleanser. But I've been wanting to up my game a little bit with my skincare routine because like your girl has never had a skincare routine. I want to start doing it. Like I want to start taking care of my skin instead of doing like the absolute bare minimum. But I want to make sure that the products I'm using are like natural, good for my skin, like good quality and like not filled with chemicals. So when I found this brand, I was very excited. It's called Primally Pure. So this is their oil cleanser. So I do a double cleanse. I use this and then to like get the makeup and dirt and all that stuff off my face. And then I use like their soap cleanser, which I don't have because it's in my shower, but I'll put a picture. So I've been using those for a while together, but I recently just added a serum. So this is their soothing serum. So like I said, we're in my era of resting and rejuvenating. So this one is supposed to be good for like inflammation and just calming the skin, any redness, and it feels so nice on my skin and it smells amazing. Like I don't know what the smell is, but there's a smell that's just so like relaxing. And every time I put it on, I just feel like so nice and rejuvenated. I put it on at night after I wash my face and shower, and then in the morning like my skin is still like soft and moisturized. I feel like it lasts me like the whole day. The next thing I got from them is a body butter. It's eucalyptus and lavender, and again, you guys, I wish you could smell it. Like it smells so good, so relaxing. It's like aromatherapy. I ran out of my moisturizer like for my hands, and I knew I wanted to replace it with something better quality and more natural. So I was very excited when I saw that they have body butters and moisturizers. I will say though, I've been using it on my hands and I feel like it's taken longer to like notice a difference in my skin, but it feels so nice and it smells amazing. And I use it on my legs too. So yeah, I still think it's a really good product. I think it just takes longer to like moisturize, and maybe my hands were just like super dried out because I had been using moisturizer for a while. Okay, next it is summer, so obviously we have to talk about sunscreen. This is the only brand of sunscreen that I will use, okay? It's the Alba, and it's all, I don't know if it's all natural, but it's the mineral sunscreen. So I refuse to use chemical sunscreens because they make me burn. And like, my conspiracy theory is that SPF is a lie, because when I was younger, I have really fair skin, obviously, and when I was younger, I would burn all the time. And I would wear like 70 SPF and I would reapply all the time, and no matter what, every single time I went to the pool or the beach or whatever, I would get sunburned. Now that I use this and it's only 30 SPF, I don't get sunburned. So yeah, the active ingredient in the mineral sunscreen is zinc oxide. So I swear since I've switched to this one, like I don't get burnt. Unless like I don't reapply or I miss a spot. Like that's the only time I get burnt. So we have this one, the lotion, and then we also have the spray. I don't like to use the spray as much, but my husband does. And then if I'm like reapplying, then sometimes I'll use the spray. I will say though, the lotion one, this one is no white cast, so it doesn't make you look like a vampire when you put it on. But some of their other ones, I don't know if this is like a new thing that they have, but some of their other ones you put on and like you look white. Like it just leaves like a layer of white on your skin, but it works. So honestly, it doesn't bother me that much. Okay, this one is kind of random, but I have been loving this Burt's Bees, what is it? Lip Shimmer. I'm wearing it right now. And I just feel like it is the perfect color for my skin, and like that little bit of shimmer, I just love it. And I feel like for summer, it's just such a good color. It's like it's called watermelon, but it's like very berry looking to me. I want to find a lipstick that's like the same color so it lasts longer, because it is just a lip shimmer, so it kind of fades quickly. It doesn't last super long, but if I could find a lipstick in that color, like that would be great. So that's been like my go-to lip color this summer. Okay, next, this is something again that I've been using for a while, but I wanted to share it anyway. The Dr. Teals Bubble Bath with Epsom salts, and it's lavender scented. I'm just noticing this has fragrance in it, so it's probably not the best, but I'm sure there's a better alternative out there. But I do love using this when I'm like stressed or like really sore from a workout and just taking a nice bubble bath. Like I'm telling you, I feel so much better after, and it's just one of those like luxurious that doesn't need to be luxurious things that we can do for ourselves, just like a little act of self-care, and it's just so nice. So I'm trying to do more of that again as I'm in my era of like relaxing and healing. So I'm trying to do more of that this summer and just like make it a whole vibe. And one way I like to make my baths like a vibe, and I've started doing this when I shower as well, is using a little sunset lamp. This is nothing fancy. My husband got it for me from like Paper Source, I think. And I just decided one day, I was like, you know what? Why don't I put this on while I shower? I think actually I had a migraine that day, and I was like, what can I do to make this migraine go away? And I needed to shower anyway, so I was like, let me turn the lights off, because bright lights when you have a migraine is like the worst thing ever. So I was like, let me turn the lights off and use my little sunset lamp instead, because it's red light, and I'll play some calming, relaxing spa music. And it helped so much. My migraine went away for the most part, and now I literally do that every time I shower. My little sunset lamp, and then I put on like spa music on Spotify. You guys, game changer. It's so nice. Let me see if I can plug this in so I can show you. Kind of hard to see with the lighting, but it's so nice. It's such a vibe. Should we just leave that there for the rest of the video? I feel like so often we like make self-care like it has to be an event. Like we have to like carve out time to do something, and it has to be so involved and use all of these like tools, and we have to go out and buy things. Like it doesn't have to be that complicated. Like there are ways to integrate it into your everyday life, and I think that's really the way that it should be. So one way I've been doing that is by using this lamp and showering with my relaxing spa music, and I definitely recommend trying that, because then it's something like that you can weave into something you're already doing every day, and then that's really what helps you to calm down, regulate your nervous system, is through like consistency and repetition. So definitely try that out if you can. So in talking about summer, we have to talk about the beach. I live near the beach, so I go as often as I physically can. I've been trying to go a lot more this summer, even if it's just like for a walk in the morning or watching the sunset at night. And of course, going for like a beach day, like I feel most at home at the beach, on the beach, feet in the water, like I'm like part mermaid, I swear. So one of my favorite things is my beach towel. It's by SandCloud, and if you watch any of my workout videos set on the beach, you will see this towel because I use it every time I film because it's such a nice size. Like it's big enough for when we go to the beach, like me and my husband can lay on this towel, and then when I'm doing a Pilates class, it's long enough that I have room to like move around and not get in the sand. And it's whatever witchcraft they use, like makes the sand not stick to it. It's so easy to just shake it out and get all the sand out. And yeah, I love it. I've actually had this one for a couple of years and it has treated me well, and I really need to get more colors because I love it so much. And when I film, like I want to use different colors sometimes. So yeah, I love this brand. I really want to get more. They're a little expensive, but the way I see it, it's an investment piece. Like it has lasted me many years. It's the only towel I use when I go to the beach. Again, another reason why I'd like to get more colors so I can like rotate them out. But yeah, it's definitely worth it because it will last you and the quality is like 10 out of 10. So another thing I'm trying to do this summer is like wear more color and also get a more consistent workout routine. So one way to do that is to wear cute workout clothes. So the next thing I wanted to share is this set that I'm wearing. You can't really see it, so I'll put a picture or a video up so you guys can see, but it's from Popflex and I love this brand. I have been following Cassie since like 2014 in her OG YouTube days and I just love her. She's like just such a genuine human, and her activewear brand it's the best. Like I know I said this video wasn't sponsored, but like Popflex, if you want to sponsor me, that'd be great. But I have searched high and low for a good activewear brand. Obviously, I'm a Pilates instructor, so I literally live in activewear, and I always come back to Popflex. Like, it's just the best. The quality is so good. They do fun colors because I feel like so many brands just do like brown and black and like a slightly darker shade of brown. Like it's so boring. Like I want to wear fun colors, you know? And the best part is it's all designed by a woman. So like she gets it. She puts thought into it. She knows like what we need, and all her stuff is super cute. So yeah, I definitely wish I had more activewear from her brand. So like I said, Popflex, if you want to sponsor me. So as I'm in my wellness girl era, I'm also in my tea drinking era, specifically herbal teas. And two of my favorites lately have been this raspberry leaf tea. I drink this on my period because I get really bad cramps, and like 1 or 2 cups of this makes them go away. It's crazy. Like at first I thought it was like a placebo effect, and then I saw my sister had this tea and I was like, oh my gosh, that tea's so good. And she's like, yeah, like really works, doesn't it? And I'm like, yeah, it does. And she was like, okay, I'm so glad you thought the same thing, because I was like, am I just making this up? Like, no. So like we agree, like this tea definitely works for period cramps. And I didn't think I would like it because I don't love raspberries, like the flavor of raspberries, but it's the leaf, obviously, so it doesn't taste like raspberries, but it's really good and I drink it every time I get my period. And then my other favorite right now is this peppermint tea. I have peppermint tea from this brand too, the traditional medicinals, which I like, but I don't know, I just really love this one. What is it? Harney and Sons Fine Teas, and they come in these cute little tins. So I've talked about this in my other videos, but I'm also on my gut healing journey and like calming my gut, calming inflammation, and peppermint tea, I'm sure you guys know, is like the best for that. So I've been trying to drink at least 1 cup of peppermint tea a day, usually before I go to bed, and this is one of my favorites. So I mentioned before, I've been going to the beach a lot this summer, and then every once in a while I will pick up a little shell to take home with me because I just feel like they're so magical. Like I'm like Ariel collecting human things, but collecting shells. I love them so much, and just like placing them around your home, I feel like it like grounds me and it brings a little bit of nature inside, and I love it. You guys know I'm a crystal girly, so I have crystals like also everywhere in my home, and I use them for like meditating and Reiki. I feel like shells are the crystals of the ocean. Like I'm convinced they have magical healing properties. So I love placing them around my home so I can see them, and just like giving them a little place of honor, you know, on my windowsill or on my nightstand. So obviously this isn't something I can like link for you guys. But I don't know, just next time you go to the beach or you're on like a walk outside, you can get a rock or a seashell and bring it home with you, and it just like brings a little bit of magic and whimsy into your home. And I follow this girl on Instagram. I'll put her page here so you guys can see, but she talks a lot about like different rituals that you can do like with the ocean, or like using salt or things like that. And she's talked about too like shells and how each shell has a specific meaning, kind of like how crystals have a specific intention. Seashells are the same way. So I want to look more into that and like what each type means, because I feel like there's symbolism in everything. So if you're drawn to like a certain type of shell, there's usually a reason for that. And like I feel like for me, my favorites are these little conch shells. I just love the spiral on top. Like nature did that. Like that's so cool. It just blows my mind every time. They're so incredibly detailed and beautiful, and I just love them so much. So keeping with the ocean theme, I wanted to share one of my favorite oracle decks. It's the Healing Waters by Rebecca Campbell. I have 3 decks from her right now, and I love all of them. I feel like I especially use this one in the summer because it's water themed, and obviously it makes me think of the ocean. And like when I think of summer, I think of just like cooling off, cleansing, like taking a dip in the pool or a dip in the ocean. And obviously this whole deck is themed around that and all of the symbolism with water. So it's one of my favorite ones to use in the summer to just remind me of like the season and the symbolism that is around us all the time, especially in the summer. Okay, my next item is a new addition that I'm very excited about. It's this wooden wind chime. It sounds so magical. I love it so much. So this brand, they have 4 different ones, at least of this kind, one for each element. So this is the water element, and I love it so much. I used it in the last sound bath that I gave, and the ladies loved it. And to me, it just sounds like so playful. Like it makes me think of fairies and just like, I don't know, this like youthful, playful energy that I feel like I associate with summer. And of course, it's the water element, so again, the beach, the pool, you know, keeping in that theme of summer. And I use it at home on myself, and I use it in a sound bath, and it's so nice. Like, I don't know, wind chimes just in general to me are like playful, magical instruments. So I've really been loving using that, and I definitely want to add the rest to my collection eventually. Play it one more time for you guys because it's just so magical. Okay, before I get to my last 2 items, I wanted to talk about one thing I actually have not been enjoying this summer, and that is a vibration plate. So I talked about this in my Christmas haul video, and it actually wasn't a gift, it was a Black Friday purchase that I got for myself. Because, you know, like all the influencers, all the people on social media are talking about it, and I just wanted to see for myself what the hype was all about, to see if it was like worth it. And now I've given it some time, I can honestly say it is not for me. And it makes sense as I've been on my like healing journey. I've learned a lot more about my body and like what it needs right now. And my functional health doctor was like, yeah, you need no stimulation right now. Like your body is like, I don't know, like in overdrive. Like we need to like de-stimulate you right now. And a vibration plate is literally just like a lot of stimulation. So I think for me, it's just not the best. I noticed that when I used it, it would actually make me more anxious. And that's like the opposite of what it should do, or at least what its intention is. So for me, not worth it. Wouldn't recommend. But you know, everybody's different. Like some people swear by it and they say it's really helped them with lymphatic drainage and inflammation and all of that, which is why I wanted to try it in the first place. But for some people, it's not the best thing. And I feel like it's so important when we talk about wellness and trying to find different tools and things to use, is to not just go by like what everyone else is using, and know that like there is no one size fits all. There is no like magic quick fix. You kind of have to trial and error, see what works for you, because all of us are so unique and we have such unique needs. So yeah, just something to keep in mind as we are all on our own healing journeys, is like it's a personal journey and you can't like just do what everyone else is doing. You got to figure out what works for you. Okay, so this next one is super fun. So as much as I'm focusing on like resting and healing, relaxing this summer, I feel like part of that is also having fun and doing things just for the sake of it being fun, and like, I don't know, just tapping back into my inner child and my creativity. So one way that I like to do that is crafting, or like anything artsy, anything artistic, anything that I can like make with my hands. So I got this miniature greenhouse from Hobby Lobby, and let me tell you, it's a lot harder than I thought it was gonna be, but I've really been enjoying just like tinkering with it and crafting it every night. Silly me thought I would be done with it in a weekend, but it has now become my summer project because I think it's gonna take me the rest of summer to get it done. But it's just something cute and fun to work on, and I think it's gonna look really cute on my bookshelf when I'm done, and it'll just like make me happy. And I think sometimes we need to remind ourselves to just do things for the sake of them being fun, and this is one of those things. It also just reminds me of like summer vacation vibes, because I don't know about you guys, but when I was in school and like growing up, over summer, like I would just craft and like make things and play games and play video games, which I've also been doing that too, more video games. But if I told you guys what games I play, you would laugh, because I feel like the games I play are so like opposite to the personality that you see on YouTube. So I feel like you guys would laugh. But just, I don't know, tapping into this energy of play and having fun. And I feel like it's like nostalgic for me, just like crafting and like spending summer nights like with a nice like thunderstorm after you've been to the beach all day, like playing a video game or like doing a little craft. Like it's just so nice and relaxing. So I've really been loving doing that this summer. Okay, last but not least, of course, over summer, like we all need a good summer read. So this is my book that I've been reading, and I'm not really a fiction girly. I don't know why. I try to get into it, but I just prefer nonfiction. I feel like when I read, I like to be learning something. I don't know. That's just how I am. So this is not your typical like casual light summer read, but it's what I'm reading. And it's The Secret Language of the Body, because again, I'm on my nervous system gut healing journey. And I wanted to read either The Body Keeps the Score or The Body Says No, but I've heard The Body Keeps the Score is like really graphic, and I'm just very sensitive to that type of stuff, so I honestly don't think I'd be able to get through it. And then I couldn't find The Body Says No at the bookstore. So I got this one instead. But I am only like 1 or 2 chapters in and it's already blowing my mind. Like it is rewiring the way I think about my body and my nervous system and my like thought patterns and patterns in your body too that you just unconsciously adapt through your childhood, through trauma, and through different experiences. So the idea of this book is basically that it's like a guidebook to regulating your nervous system and understanding the language of your body, the language of the nervous system. So it's definitely not a light read per se, but I do feel like the information is presented in a way that it's really easy to understand and apply to your life. And there's also like different practices in the book that you can do like with your body. So to actually like put everything that you're learning into practice, which I think is very important when we're trying to learn new things. Like that integration piece is so important. So I'm excited to keep reading and learning about that. Well, that is everything I have to share with you today. And if any of you girls like me are in your soft girl summer era, I'm actually working on a program right now in my membership to embrace this soft girl summer energy of relaxing, rejuvenating, moving our bodies as a form of self-love rather than self-punishment, and just learning how we can integrate these practices into our daily routines. So if you're interested in that, you can click the link down below to be the first to know when I release this program. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know if you've used any of the things that I mentioned or if you have any other recommendations that you think I might like for like good lipstick brands or I don't know, just good books to read, anything like that. I'd love to connect with you guys in the comments. And otherwise, I hope you guys have a beautiful and restful rest of your summer, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!